Hello warriors, it's Jillian with a new video for you today. Today we're going to just be getting ready with this makeup look. I'm using the Dragon Eye palette from What's Up Beauty, and I use these two colors here, the purples. We got a nice purple look today. So I'm excited to film another video for you, and let's just get ready. Okay, so first we do our prep. The most important part of makeup is the skin underneath. So I'm going to start with the Nude Sticks Dewy Barrier Hydrating Stick. I always have dry skin like between my eyebrows and my eyebrows itself, and kind of right here and here. So I always just go over my eyebrows. My eyebrows are microbladed. There's not a lot of regular hair there. And massage that in. Then I'm going to go in with the Summer Fridays Shadedrops Broad Spectrum SPF 30 Mineral Milk Sunscreen. I'm going to take just a little bit of that. The foundation I'm using today actually has sunscreen in it, but I don't really trust makeup sunscreen. You always want to have your own separate sunscreen underneath. Because I do not need any more hyperpigmentation, man. I do not need any more. And then I'm going to do the neck as well. The rest of my body can fend for itself. If you hear a cat meowing, that's Cora. Next is the Tarte Smoothing Primer. I'm just taking a little of that, maybe that much. I'm going to go right between my brows. That's where I like to smooth out and blur. It blurs so well. Then I'm going to take the Lid Lifting Treatment, Smooth and Tighten, it says. I don't know if this actually does anything, but it says Drooping Eyelid Solution. I don't know if this does anything, but I'm going to use it up and see if I miss it when it's gone. If anything, it moisturizes my eyelids, right? As a dry girl, I could always use more moisture. Okay. I already tweezed my brows like little stray hairs, and I already did my red light therapy mask, which I do every day for 15 minutes. So that's the makeup prep. Then we're going to prime our eyelids. Okay. Prime the eyelids. I'm using the NARS, what is this called? Oh, it's on the back. Radiant Creamy Concealer in Chantilly Light. I believe it's like 001. Because I want kind of almost a white color, but not white. First I'm gonna pat this in with my finger, and then I'm gonna pat it in with a sponge. Try to get it as even as I can with my finger. Let me get my makeup wipe because now I have concealer all over my fingers. I always have a makeup wipe with me and a washcloth. My sponge. I have a fresh sponge today because the other one had red on it from yesterday's red eye look. Okay, now I'm going to do a little transition color with the Dior bronzer in Soft Matte, 10 Soft Matte. Okay, so I'm going to take my fluffier brush. I love this one. It's the E29 from Rose and Ben. I really love this brush. I have in my cart 5 more to get because I love it so much and I want more. So we're gonna put that down first. This is just basic prep for eyeshadow. Always a soft brown color in the outer corner. I'm not putting it right here because that's where I want a lot of color to be concentrated from whatever eyeshadow look I have. Kind of diffuse it out. I do go in the inner part here, but not down here. And this will be the bronzer that I use later. I'll just probably cut that. The palette we're using today is the What's Up Beauty Dragon Eye palette. Dragon Eye palette. I really like the artwork on this. I think it's so cool. And it is a very pretty palette. Lots of shimmers, actually. I don't know what I'm doing yet today. I'll have to think about it. Okay, so for the Dragon Eye palette, I'm going to use these two here. It matches my nails. So this purple shimmer and this matte dark purple. I like that. I like that tone of purple too, the dark purple. So we'll go with the shimmer first. On the bulk of the eyelid, actually on the whole eyelid. What am I saying? Wow, that's beautiful. And that goes on buttery smooth. What I like about this one though is that it's got this crazy iridescence, but it's not like a thick eyeshadow. I find with like Clionadh cosmetics, they have great, beautiful colors and everything, but when it comes to putting eyeliner on top of their shadows, they're just a little thick. And it takes a lot of coats of eyeliner to actually get it to show up because the shadow is so kind of thick. Okay, so next I'm going to take another brush, not the one we used the bronzer for. That will be used to blend out the dark matte purple. I'm going to take my other brush. This one's slightly denser, but still very fluffy, and it's an It Cosmetics brush number, what is it, 150? No, 105. Number 105. This is my favorite brush to do like the outer darker colors with. So I'm going to take that purple real good. And go into the inner part. Just blend, 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 blend. I'm gonna take some more, go back over here. Take some more, go back over here. Just deepening that color up. I'm going to take a second to use the Rose and Bend brush that has the bronzer on it, and I'm going to start to blend this a little, diffuse it. My nose is runny. Always. Okay, so we have kind of a skeleton of our outer shape. We're going to work more on deepening it up. So now I'm taking my finger straight into the shadow. And I'm going to pat there, go back in with my finger, and pat up here. Kind of blending with my finger as well. And I'm going to do the same on the other eye. Kind of blending with my finger a bit. Sometimes brushes can only get you so far. I'll wipe off my finger. Okay, let's go back in with that Rose and Bend brush with the bronzer on it. Although there's probably not any bronzer anymore, but I see a little bit of unevenness there, so I'm going to pack some more color right where that unevenness is. That's just from my skin being dry, I think. Holding onto the color in a weird way. I'm gonna blend, blend, blend. Be careful over that spot that was kind of patchy. That has nothing to do with these eyeshadows, by the way. It is all my skin. I'm going to do very lightly so I don't get it patchy again. Very lightly. I think that's good for now. I'll clean it up later when I do my brows. I'm gonna go back into the purple shimmer and I'm going to kind of re-solidify that color because it got a little lost in the blending process. I'm going to take my finger, go back into that purple, and where they meet I'm kind of patting some dark color to blend them together again. Just patting lightly. Okay. I went and got another brush. This is just like an eyeliner brush. I just need something thin and pointy. I'm going to go into that purple shimmer and I'm going to kind of do this business. I don't even know how to describe what I'm doing. I just felt like I needed more of the shimmer to show up. It was being too cloaked by the dark matte. Kind of creates a nice line, which looks pretty. I don't know how much that will show up later because I'm going to do more blending, but it's one trick I do to kind of open the eyes up more. And this is just a whatever crappy brush. This is actually from a Harry Potter collection, so it's supposed to be a Harry Potter wand. I think it's from Walmart. I don't know. I don't know what brand it is or anything. Okay, so now it's time for eyeliner. Fun stuff. I'm still rocking my teeny tiny Melt Cosmetics. It still says the whole brand name. Melt Cosmetics eyeliner because I'm going to use it till the bitter end, honestly. So tightlining my upper waterline. Trying not to get it onto my contacts. Okay. I'm going to put the rough draft on first with the liquid liner, cat hair, the KVD tattoo liner in, I believe it's Trooper, yeah, Trooper Black. Let me try to move my mirror a little closer. Okay. Give it a good shake. Making sure I'm in frame. I am. You know what I forgot to do? Let me take my makeup wipe and just do this business. Okay. I'm going to take a tissue and dry it because that was wet. Okay. Back to the liner. Okay, so now I'm going to take my gel liner. It's the Maybelline Tattoo Studio gel pot liner in Blackest Black, because we want the blackest black liner we can get. What I need for this is the gel pot liner, I need the Inglot Duraline, which I'm going to mix together, and then a nice stick concealer. This is the Tarte Shape Tape. Why do I have so many freaking cat hairs all over everything? Jesus. This room needs to be dusted. This is Light Medium Honey in the Tarte Shape Tape Blur Stick Concealer, and that's just to clean up the liner. With the liner I already put on, I can't clean it up with concealer. It stains on pretty quickly, so that's why I have to use a Q-tip and makeup remover wipes. But with this, it's easy to clean up, and that's partly why I use this Duraline, is because it's really easy to clean up. It makes the formula thinner. It thins it out so it can be kind of swooped and cleaned easily. So I'm just going to take, I have just like a stick. It's technically a cuticle pusher, but it's my liner stick. You can use anything, the end of a makeup brush even, a thin one. I'm going to take a chunk and put it on my hand, and then put the Duraline in with it, only 1 drop. And then I'm going to mix it with my stick, making potions. So I'm mixing it all together. That gives me some liner to work from. You do have to work kind of somewhat quickly with this now, because this on my hand will dry up. With the Duraline makes everything dry up so that it stays put. But you've got playtime, so you've got some playtime with it. I'm going to take my favorite eyeliner brush, which I think I need a new one soon. It's starting to get a little frayed. It's the Sigma Winged Liner EO6 brush. It's the thinnest one that I've found, which is what I need. I'm going to take some of my product, and we'll start. I'm just gonna trace the rough draft I put down with the liquid liner. It's harder for me to freestyle with gel liner without something down first. That's why I do the 2-step system. I'm going to take where is it? This is also one of the smallest brushes I've found. It's also from Sigma. It's, oh crap, it's all worn off. I think it says E11 detail brush. I think it says E11. So I'm gonna take I don't like how this inner part, there's like a little smudge there. So I'm gonna take some of the shimmer on this detail brush and kind of clean this up. Okay. Oh, that's so much better. Okay. Once again, I'm going to tightline the waterline with the gel liner so that it doesn't fade through the day. I'm going to try to not get it on my contacts. People always ask me if I wear contacts because they think this blue color is like fake. I wear contacts for like prescription contacts for my vision, but they're clear. This is my real, you know, color. People always ask me that. All right, let's do the other eye. For some reason, I always start off with tight lining on this eye with the gel liner. Oh, got it on my contact. Great. Let me clean that off. There we go. Okay, and continue. Okay, now we're gonna clean up. I have a concealer brush, the F70 from Sigma, and it's clean. I clean up the top and the bottom of the wing, and later on I'll put the eyeshadow back in that spot where I put concealer. And I'm just going to go back and forth as needed. I'm rubbing that concealer off on my towel in between to keep it clean. See how I'm kind of putting my finger here to stabilize? My pinky. There's a hair on this. Nope, it fell off. No whining, Caleb. That's my dog. He's like, what are we doing just sitting around in silence? You may be sitting around, Caleb, but I'm busy. I'm doing things over here. Okay, we almost got it. I feel like that's good. I mean, this one looks slightly smaller, but good enough. Okay. I'm gonna keep this on my hand because I'm gonna use it again. I'm gonna go in with my finger to that purple and fill in what I erased. And I do go over the wing a little, but you can kind of, you know, see the shape underneath. But we're gonna go back over the wing again with more black. Kind of blending that all together with my finger. Okay, I'm gonna take some more liner. Go back over what I erased here. A lot of back and forth. Erase, put back, erase, put back. And sometimes the wing shape changes a little when I do this, usually in a good way. It usually gets a little smaller to be honest. Crap. It's kind of messed up a little. I'm going to take some more concealer. Okay, good. I'm going to take that Rose and Bend brush that we used for blending that had the transition color on it. Kind of blend this back out since I messed with it a bit. Okay. I'm going to take whatever's left over on my hand with the brush and put it back in the pot, because you can totally Once it dries, once the Inglot Duraline dries, you can totally add more and make it thin again. It doesn't change the consistency or anything to keep adding Inglot Duraline. Okay, I'll take my makeup wipe and wipe all the excess off. Okay, so now I'm going to use the In Beauty Face Glaze Highlighting Gel Cream. No, I'm not. I forgot my eye stuff. So first, before I use that, I'm just going to leave it on my hand. I'm going to use the ROC Multi-Correction Revive and Glow Eye Balm with vitamin C. For my under eyes, I have quite dark under eyes. Then I'm going to use on top of that the Beauty Bio Eyeliner Concentrate. This has vitamin C and plant-powered retinol. I guess I'm doubling up on the vitamin C. And this retinol works. This is like a depuffing tool on the end. It's very cooling. But it doesn't really massage the product in very well, does it? But whatever. I do the rest with my fingers. Okay, now I'll use the highlighting gel cream from In Beauty Project. I find this works great as like, oh, I didn't put enough on. As like a primer. I think it really fills in pores and lines and whatnot. I love it. This is my second tube. Okay, just gonna rub that in with my fingers. Okay. Now foundation. Foundation. So today I'm using the Hourglass Illusion Luminous Glow Foundation with Sunscreen SPF 30. It's in shade 10. This one's good. It's really glowy. I usually use it, like I definitely use it when I'm going to be out in the sun a lot because it's very sunscreeny. But I just felt like using it today because it's glowy and nice and I don't know. So I shook it up a little About that much. Probably too much. Actually, definitely too much. I'm gonna apply that to the face. No, it's not too much. I don't know, maybe. Okay, and all the way down the neck. Very important. I'm gonna take my foundation brush. This is a Sigma one that I've been using this week. Oh my god, it's all worn off. All I can make out is made in China, so I don't know which one it is. I know it's F, maybe like F70. Maybe. I go pretty far down with my foundation. It's hard work blending out foundation. Okay. Then I'm going to take my sponge and pat the foundation in and get any excess off so it doesn't look thick and cakey. This is just the Real Techniques sponge. I don't use the Beauty Blender, I think it's overpriced. Okay, that looks good. I'm gonna wipe the foundation off my lips and put some chapstick on. Well, not chapstick, the Lanolips. This is, I swear by this. This is amazing. Okay. Next is, I feel like there's a hair here. Next is eyebrows. Okay, so brows, fun stuff. We'll clean those up in a little bit. I'm gonna go in with my concealer. This is a Bye Bye Under Eye Full Coverage Anti-Aging Waterproof Concealer. I have 24.0 Medium Beige Cool. This concealer is quite thick because you can see I have pretty dark under eyes. But if you do not like thick concealer, then this is not for you. I suggest if you like a thinner concealer, I suggest the Natasha Denona High Glam. There we go. I think I hear some thunder. Ooh, we're gonna have a thunderstorm. That's exciting. I'm just taking a concealer brush. This is one that's separate. I swear there's a hair on this. Ah, there is. I'm taking a concealer brush. It's the same one as the other one. Oh, this is the F70. So I don't know what the foundation brush is because this is F70. It's a different one. I have two of them. This one is for cleaning up the wings. This one's for my regular concealer. But yeah. Kind of go all the way around and down. And then I'm going to spot conceal some areas that need a little concealer. Some hyperpigmentation and whatnot. Go around the nose. I have hyperpigmentation right on my upper lip that makes me look like I have a mustache, so that's fun. Maybe a little on my chin. I don't always do my chin. This concealer is also very shiny and dewy. I kind of like that though, because it helps hide, like the shine helps hide the blue darkness of the under eyes. So I'm going to take my sponge. I'm going to tap all of that out. And I'm kind of pressing it in. I'm going to go on the side of my nose with the excess. I go right underneath the wing. And I kind of get my lower eyelid as well, which really opens up my eyes. With the nose. Okay, and then my spots up here. I have this like broken capillary right here that drives me crazy. It's been there for years, like, geez, heal already. I wonder if a dermatologist can remove it or anything, or like do anything with it. Okay, now we're going to clean up the brows. If you have a problem with creases or oils, I would go ahead and set the concealer now right away. I just don't, so I can leave it for a while before I set it. But normally I would suggest setting it right away. I'm just taking the excess from when I did my concealer to carve out my brows and clean them up. Much better. I'm going to take this end of the sponge and I'm going to go right here. This is the only part touching, basically. And I'm going very light right under the brow, very light taps. Okay, and then I'll fix the brows because they're a little patchy now. And I'll fix them. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to clean off my spoolie again. So I'm going to use it again. Every time I use it, I clean it off. I'm going to take my sponge and kind of help blend that a little. It's a little out of control. Okay, should be good. Then I'm going to take my Moonchild Anastasia Glow Palette and I'm going to use Pink Heart on a teeny tiny little brush. This is an old Morphe brush, but any brush like this would work. I like this one because it's super tiny. I'm going to go under the brow arch, that is. still feel like this is uneven. Here we go. That's better. Now I'm going to get a detailed brush, a detail fluffy brush. This is the BK Beauty 211. See, it's a tiny fluffy brush. And we're gonna work on this shadow. So I'm gonna kind of use my fingers here. Then we'll use the brush. I'm going to take the It Cosmetics brush that has the purple on it and very lightly kind of help the blend, but help deposit some more color too. And I did not go back in my palette, it's just whatever's left over on the brush from earlier. And some of that blending took that part away that we put back on after the concealer. So I'm going to put that back in. Sometimes that can happen. Just depends on the shadow. Yeah, it happened on this side too. Okay, so let me go back in. There we go. Pretty much fixed. Not anything anyone will notice. Maybe you'll notice because I'm pointing it out and I'm up close, but and this is looking quite dark, so what I'm going to do is lighten it up a little by putting some clear glimmer on the first half. So I'm going to take a super fluffy brush. I guess this is Mirabella. This is just a random brush. I don't think this product exists anymore, but you can find things like it. It's the Naked Illuminated. I think it's a highlighter. Shimmering powder for face and body. It's just a regular shimmer, but I love this product, so I'm sad it's most likely discontinued. So I'm going to put this right here to help the blend. I don't know why, it just helps lighten things up and it helps a tricky blend. Okay, and then I'm gonna take the It Cosmetics brush with the purple on it. I'm not going back in the palette. I'm gonna tap that in here to blend that shimmer in a little bit. I kind of want to, I'm gonna go in with my finger to that purple. Just want to tap this here. It's just looking a little patchy. Like I said, this isn't the eyeshadow that's patching, it's just my skin does this sometimes. I can use the best eyeshadow in the world and it will still do it. It's ridiculous. Just one of those days. Alrighty, I kind of want to blend this out more down here. It's looking a little harsh. I'm going so freaking light right now because I don't want to disrupt this too much. I'm going to erase it with the sponge. This is basically my magic eraser. Fix the brows a little. Put my tails back on because they got wiped off. My magic eraser. Okay. I think I'm happy with that. Yeah. Okay. The bulk of the work is done. Now the finishing touches. So I'm going to set my concealer finally with the Huda Beauty. I'm learning how to say it properly. Huda Beauty Peach Pie baking powder. I'm not going to bake with it. I don't bake because my skin's too dry. I'm just going to tap that out in my hand. I'm going to take a BK Beauty brush. This is number 109. It's got this nice little flat part to it. Dip that in and just go under my eyes. I have dry skin, so I don't set my whole face because that would look cakey. So I just set very particular parts. And I love this powder because it kind of blurs and helps with covering. It's almost like a second concealer. I'm running low on this little travel size one, so I'm really having to force it out. So I go here where I have smile lines and some shine. Go on my chin because I don't want a shiny chin, that's kind of weird. And then I go in between my brows. Come on, come out. This is officially the end of my powder. That's okay because I have a fresh one, a full size this time. Okay. And that last step helps blend these, the front of my brows even more. Like my brows aren't complete until that last step is done. Now they're complete. Yeah, I think that's done. Next we're going to go into bronzer. We're going to go back to the Dior bronzer that I used for my transition shade. This is in 10 Soft Matte. I love this bronzer. It's very blurring and just blends on so smooth. Bronzer brush. I'm using a different bronzer brush these days. It's the BK Beauty 104. So it's kind of like a tapered powder brush. I'm going to go in there, kind of heavy. Oh, it smells so good. I love how this bronzer smells. I'm going to blend this a little because it got a little harsh there for a second. Okay, we're going to go to the top of my face, to the side. I go right into the hairline because it makes everything look seamless. I don't care if it gets in my hair. I'm going to blend that a little with the sponge, very lightly tapping. And then I'm going to go down here. I'm kind of going like this with the brush to kind of sculpt my neck and jaw out. Okay. Alrighty. Next is blush. I'm going to use a cream blush. This is the Anastasia, the new blush trio. The Magic Touch Blush Trio. Which should I use? Kind of want to use this one. Like normally with a purple look, I would go with a cool toned pink. But for some reason, I'm thinking this one. I don't know. Oh my gosh. What a hard decision. Sometimes I don't like makeup that gives me too many choices. Yeah, we're gonna go with that one. I'm gonna put my finger in and dot. Oh, it goes on a little more cool tone than I thought it would. Feels really nice. This is my first time using this product. Wipe off with my makeup wipe. And then I used this brush for cream blush specifically. This is actually an Hourglass brush, number 15. It kind of has, I think, synthetic fibers and regular fibers. I don't know how to explain it, but it's really good for cream products. And I use it for blush specifically. So we'll just we're kind of tapping a little bit. I'm trying to get up here into my temple. Not my temple, but the side of my face too. And then down here. Yeah, that's a brighter blush than it looked like in the pan, for sure. But I'll blend it, no worries. I'm going to use my sponge to lightly tap here to kind of blend it. Okay, pretty. That is a really pretty blush though. I knew it would be. One more thing before highlight that I'm going to do is I'm going to use a product that's new for me and that I don't usually use, but my skin feels a little dull right now. I mean, granted, I don't have highlighter on yet, but it just needs a little something. So I'm going to use this Hourglass. Ooh, it looks dirty. Hourglass Ambient Lighting Palette. I watched Nikki LaRose use this, and she just used all 3 of these shades, because like, how are you supposed to pick these shades anyways? So this is just a big powder brush. It's clean, it doesn't have anything on it. I'm going to go into all 3, and I'm just going to lightly dust the outer rims of my face. All 3, just do a light dusting. My nose. And do a light dusting all over the face. Okay, just to bring some shine, because it just looked a little dull. but I did it very lightly. Then I'm going to go in with this MAC Soft and Gentle Mineralized Skin Finish highlighter, basically. I'm going to go in that with this brush. This is a random brush. It's it says it on here, Real Techniques 402. It's not so random. I got this in a Christmas present last year. So I'm going to go in with this. I'm going to go here. Blend that into the blush. Then go on my nose. And Cupid's bow and the tip of my nose go together. Then I'm going to use the Fenty Beauty. This is the new one. It's the Fenty Beauty Diamond Balm in Lavender Lover. Since we have a purple look, I figured a little of this would be good. I used this brush. I don't know if this is still available. It's a Sonia Kashuk brush. It was like a special edition with the snake or whatever. But it's just a super fluffy, super lightly packed brush. So I'm going to go in with this, and I'm going to lightly do that. It's kind of like a blush topper. And that's really pretty. That gives kind of a pinky sheen, which is perfect for this look since we're going light purple. I always do highlighter and then one of the Fenty Diamond Balm shades. I have all 5 of them now. But I love just a little glitter on top of my highlight. Like, I just love it. Next we're gonna set. We're almost done. I'm gonna shake this up. This is the Urban Decay All Nighter Spray. They just reformulated this. I'm very curious to know why, because it's a standby product that nobody had a problem with. So I'm sure there's some financial reason or something with the production that they had to reformulate, because there's really no reason that they did that. So there's got to be something behind it. This is the old one though. I'm going to use this one up and then I'm going to test the new one, and hopefully I'm not going to have to be on the hunt for a new setting spray. We'll find out. So I'm going to spray this. A generous amount. You want to feel like your face is wet. And then I'll get my little fan. I feel like the fan is actually an essential component of the setting spray process. I think it helps blend everything in and make everything look seamless. Okay, last but not least, we have a lip product. I went with an easy one today. This is just the Neutrogena Hydro Boost Lip Oil in, I think it's just pink, light pink. No lip liner or anything today. I don't feel like it. That's nice. Okay. And we are done. Hallelujah. I'm actually not going to do my hair or probably get dressed today. I'm just going to stay in my pajamas. It's a day off and I have a lot of cleaning to do, so there's no reason to. So this is going to be my hair today. But I always do my makeup. I don't always do my hair and get dressed, but I always do my makeup no matter what. So thank you so much for watching. This has been really fun. I hope it wasn't too long for you. It does take a while for me to get ready, but I enjoy every second of it. I love it. So I hope you love it too, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks.